quickly. And then Romy said, why don't you try the capsules? If you love the shake so much, try the capsules, you'll feel even better. I didn't quite believe that, but obviously I did. I'm in love with them now. I have premium capsules, shakes, boosters, and now the chewables as well. My hair has tripled in length. I've always been a person that loves my hair. That was like the one thing that I liked about myself. On my 18th birthday, a girl cut my hair off in a salon. I'm sure it was like psycho. And she dyed my hair the wrong colour, and it completely ruined my hair. Like it was dead, basically. It was right down to my bum, and she did one wrong snip at the back of my head, and I had to have it cut off to here, and I was mortified, and it's never been the same since. And now my hair is officially back, thank God, thanks to the premium capsules. And it took 4 months, but what's 4 months, like really, in like long term? So I was happy with that. My body was like completely covered in scarring. I moved over to Melksham with my partner, and I was eating alive by fleas the minute we moved into our house, which is disgusting. But head to toe, I was completely covered in scars. The doctor said that those scars would never leave your body because they were so deep. It would take like a good long period of time for them to go. And officially every single one has gone on my body. The only thing that's left is where I had the biopsy, and obviously that's like a proper scar, so that will stay. But every single one is gone, and for me that's a massive thing. I couldn't wear dresses, I didn't go out to socialise, I literally was like a little hermit in the house because I was so unconfident with the way I looked, because my legs were horrendous. But I can wear dresses. We went to Marbella and they were out happily washing around. And yeah, I could literally go on. The list is endless, but you can have a look on my Facebook. I always talk about it there. So to begin with, we've got Harriet talking about the product. So how's it going?
Hi guys, so just a quick show of hands. Who's new in the room? Who got dragged here by peer pressure? Good, I like your answer. Okay, for those of you that have heard me talk before, I'm going to rely on you guys to laugh at all my usual jokes. For those of you that are new, if you could feel the awkward silences, that'd be great. A little bit about me. So my name is Harriet Jones. I'm an SC in the business. I am a full-time secondary school drama teacher. I also own my own dance academy, and I do this alongside. Probably you're thinking, yeah, all right, hurry up with the product, I want to hear about how to make some money. But for me, this is kind of the most exciting thing. They say this business is a relationship building business, and the best relationship you can have, without a doubt, is with this product. So first thing you're probably wondering is, what is Juice Plus? So we say it's the next best thing to fruits and vegetables, okay? It's not a replacement for, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're simply trying to bridge the gap between what you do eat and what you should eat. It's a whole food product, which means it absorbs straight into your bloodstream, and it's not multivitamin, medicine, treatment, or anything like that, but it can massively help with the prevention of loads of different things. You can guarantee if you go to a doctor's surgery, no worries, you can guarantee if you walk into a doctor's surgery and you pick up any leaflet for multiple different sort of diseases and illnesses, they will tell you that to help with the prevention of those things, you need to eat more fruits and veg, you need to drink more water, and you need to exercise more, right? Those three simple things. And that's what we're trying to do with people's fast-paced lifestyles. So premium capsules contain the essence of over 30 fruits, veg and berries in one serving. I'm going to explain to you about how they do that exactly. And like I said, it's not a replacement for, we're bridging the gap between what you do eat and what you should eat. So, just flick these up. Some of the products that we have. So premium capsules I've just talked to you about, they are our best-selling products. We've got the vanilla and chocolate plant-based protein shakes. So they can be used as a pre or post-workout shake, or they can be used as a meal replacement because they contain all the right amounts of proteins, carbs, fats, sugars, everything that you need from a meal. We also have the fruit and the chocolate bars that can be used as a snack on the go alongside the soups. Our newest product is the booster. So this is made up of glucosamine, oat oil and green tea, so all completely natural ingredients. The kind of science behind it is that it creates a fibrous gel coating around your food, and therefore is going to aid weight loss, curb your cravings and stop you from overeating. We then have, I don't think we have any up there, the children's chewables, which are basically the sweetie version of the premium capsules. So if you know kids struggle to get their fruit and veg in them every day, then this is a great and fun way to do that. You can actually get those for free as well. So I'm just going to throw this picture up for you. This kind of shows you, I end up tripping up here, all of the different variations of fruit, veg and berries that you can find inside our capsules. I mean, it's hilarious really when you think, who eats prunes nowadays? But you get it every morning in your capsules. The product actually contains the exact same phytonutrients that you get from eating fruit and veg inside the capsule, so you're getting all the nutritional value. So how is it made? So they harvest the fruit in its raw form, okay? So they wait until it's fully ripened, they clean it, juice it, they extract the water, fibre and the sugar. That's how your body is able to digest 30 fruits, veg and berries in one serving. They basically heat and cool at a temperature that preserves the nutrients to keep all that nutritional value locked in, and that leaves you with the powder form, which is the phytonutrients. That's all the goodness that's encapsulated. So what's good about Juice Plus is, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the supermarket, nearly every time I go, the bananas are green, right? Because they're unripened and it helps extend the shelf life of the product, okay, for the supermarkets. What this means obviously is that it's been picked before it's fully ripened and therefore it doesn't have all the goodness that it should have in the banana. So the good thing about Juice Plus is they pick the fruit at the ripest point and therefore you've got all that goodness locked into the product. This is where I'm going to do a little bit of Pantone. I'm going to ask for your audience participation, so bear with me. I just want you to raise your hand for me if you know somebody who could benefit from better skin, whether that be eczema, acne, psoriasis, whatever, right? Someone that wants to build muscle, someone that wants more energy, someone that's got anxiety, someone that doesn't eat enough fruit and veg, someone with polycystic ovaries, someone with fibromyalgia? Okay, cool. Okay, so you all know somebody that needs Juice Plus, but we haven't touched on weight loss. So I know there's a massive misconception that this is just a weight loss product, yet actually the health benefits outweigh it massively. So who can take it? Pretty much. Doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, old, young, pregnant, vegan, vegetarian, you can access our products. If you can eat fruits and vegetables, as long as you're not allergic to them. I did meet someone that was allergic to broccoli, and unfortunately they can't, that's just bad luck, but you can take our product. So, the Children's Health Study, I said to you at the start that you could get the chewables for free. So whenever an adult orders either the fruit and veg capsules or the premium capsules for a year, they can get the children's chewables for free. So all they need to do in return is fill out a questionnaire just to say how that child is getting on. It doesn't have to be your own child, you have to be a parent. You also don't need to go out on the street and pick one up, but you, for example, you've got a niece and nephew, and a neighbour, whatever, you can sponsor a child simply by putting their name and date of birth in, and then you'll get the free chewables. Whether you choose to share them with the child is up to you. They're quite delicious. So 60% of the kids that kind of were fed back from parents were missing fewer days of school. 61% were eating more fruits and vegetables as a result of being on the Chewies. 66% were visiting the doctor less, and 96% said they had a positive benefit of some kind. So I like to throw this image up as part of the presentation because I think for me it kind of represents society and where we are in terms of our eating habits and our greed and the fact that we're not hunting for food anymore, everything's mass produced. Everyone's living such fast-paced lives and everyone's reaching out for what's convenient, right? So that might be McDonald's, it might be a takeaway, it could be the garage, a pub, whatever, literally whatever's quickest and most convenient. And a lot of the time, as we know, that's unhealthy. So what we're trying to do is bridge the gap between convenience and health. So for me, it's not even about weight loss anymore, but because I'm a teacher and I rarely get a lunch break, having a shake is the difference between eating and not eating at all. So, or making a bad choice and eating something crap from the canteen. So, it's quick, it's 30 seconds in my shaker and I can go. In the morning, it's 30 seconds just to take my capsules and know that I'm flooding my body with goodness. Why do we need Juice Plus? Okay, these are some of the most commonly asked questions that I get asked. So people say, what's wrong with eating good old-fashioned fruit and veg? Absolutely nothing. You should be eating a balanced diet. You should be trying to get your 5, 7, 9, 13, whatever it is a day. But we know that that's really difficult. I know lots of people that have tried juicing and smoothies. This is kind of a solution to that. Juicing is really expensive. It's really tedious. It's a lot of shopping. It's a lot of time. And actually, by the time you kind of get round to it, it's all gone off again. And actually, it's really expensive. So to have the amount of fruits, veg and berries that we have in our capsules would cost you on average £8.50 a day. And you're looking at £1.90 a day for our capsules. And it's much more convenient having to chop it all. Plus the fact that, I don't know about you, but I'd probably be stuck on the toilet all day if I digested that amount of fruit and veg. So people say, how is it different to the multivitamins I take? So So lots of people don't realise that if you buy a similar product maybe from Holland & Barrett or somewhere like that, multivitamins often contain synthetic ingredients, which is fine, but what that means is your body will take what it wants from it and the rest is literally flushed through your system, so you're essentially wasting money. People say I don't want to lose weight anyway. As you guys proved, this is so much more than a weight loss product. Some of the advocates that we have for the product, just to make this clear, they aren't paid to do this, they literally are willingly endorse the products out of their own choice. So we've got Bear Grylls, is probably the most familiar one to you guys. He has been on the premium capsules pretty much his whole life, and his children are on the product. He takes his capsules around in his cameraman's bag because he knows if he's on an expedition, you know, very bottom of the list is going to be eating his fruits, veg and berries and getting all the intake that he needs for the kind of work that he's doing. So he understands the importance. I actually wish I'd invented this. I put something on Facebook this morning. Can you imagine if you had been the person to think, oh, how can we get fruit and veg into our bodies in a much simpler, quicker, cheaper, more convenient form? Put it in a capsule. Like, it's rocket science really, but it's so simple. Tom Homer plays for Bath Rugby, takes the product. We've then got Leon Reid and Theo Campbell. Both are trialling for Rio 2016 this year. I think, what was Leon 200 metres and Theo's 400 metres. They both have switched their previous products before. Bear in mind they were sponsored and they get given a lot of free products. They've actually traded all of that for the plant-based protein shakes and the premium capsules. Lots of people don't realise that the difference between whey protein and plant-based protein, whilst both can help you build muscle, our body struggles to digest dairy. So you notice everyone at the moment is going crazy about cutting out dairy and gluten and wheat and all these different things, because our bodies weren't designed for it. So the difference between plant-based protein is your body can digest it a lot easier. And they're using the capsules to repair their cells and help their recovery time for their training. So people say, where's the proof? There's actually been over 35 prestigious gold standard studies completed all over the world in loads of different universities. It's actually the most widest research product on the market at the moment. The studies are double blind, which means the scientist conducting the study doesn't know which is Juice Plus and which is something else. And that means their results are completely unbiased because every time Juice Plus comes out as the more effective product. And it's also recommended by doctors. What I would say about the studies is that whilst Juice Plus can fund and pay for the studies to be done, because they're willing to put their money where their mouth is, they can't pay for the results. So the results are literally completely unbiased. A couple of testimonials for you. This is lovely Rick Gravy. He does bodybuilding and all sorts of different things. He, similar to the boys, has completely replaced whey protein for plant-based, and he uses the premium capsules to repair and help his recovery time. Lots of people don't realise that this product was originally designed for athletes, but the fact that it kind of benefited the everyday person was just a bonus. So this is Em Peplow. Some of you might have heard of her story before. Em has had eczema pretty much her whole life. So ever since she was teeny tiny, as you can see, she's tried so many different steroid creams, tablets, wipes, lotions, potions, whatever, to help manage her eczema. And whilst at times she's been able to, it's been better than other times, hers is very much stress related, and she understands the importance of nutrition. She's actually studying a nutrition degree in Newcastle, but she finds, as we all do, it's very difficult to get the kind of nutrients in your body that you need, especially to manage these kind of flare-ups. So she did a lot of research before she took the product. She started on the premium capsules, and within 22 days, this third picture at the bottom was her results. She now no longer has eczema anywhere on her body. It's very rare that she gets a mild flare-up from time to time, and it is normally stress-related. So by giving her body, flooding it with goodness and giving herself a boost in nutrients, she has been able to repair her skin cells and just see phenomenal results. Obviously she's had great results in terms of her hair. She always had quite long hair, but the strength and quality of it, and she's used the shakes to build muscle. We've got the gorgeous Romy Clips there with her lovely, luscious long locks. Romy cut her hair off at about the age of 14 and stopped taking her capsules because she's also been on the product her whole life. And she got to a point where she missed her long hair and it just wouldn't grow. So she got back on the capsules, and this was her hair growth in about 18 months. So we all know girls that wear hair extensions, right, want thicker, longer hair. That is the beauty of our berry capsules with the antioxidants. This is Megan Ferguson. So this face always makes me laugh. Sorry to any men I have on Facebook. Megan's 22 years old and she was diagnosed with polycystic ovaries. That means she has cysts on her ovaries, guys. I did have someone say they didn't know what that was. And she was basically told that she would be unlikely to have children. She was 3 stone heavier than this picture, so she was quite overweight. And it's kind of a vicious cycle because you often suffer with fatigue if you have polycystic ovaries, so you get very tired and it's very difficult. It's kind of a catch-22 situation where you want to lose weight but you're knackered all the time, and it became really difficult. She used the shakes and the capsules and she was able to lose 3 stone. She's actually lost 4 stone in total now. And the day that she took this picture, she had her first period, and so what that means for her is that her ovaries are now active again, meaning that the chance of her having children in the future has massively increased, which is just phenomenal. This is Cassie's story. So I don't like to touch on weight loss too much because I think it's important to get across the health benefits, but I think this is a really important story to tell. Cassie lost 7 stone in 7 months, but the thing to know about this story is that she has kept 7 stone off. She has sustained her weight loss and been able to manage it because it's been a lifestyle change. So it's not just about a fad diet, a yo-yo diet that you're going to do for a couple of months and then you're going to come off it. It's about re-educating your body by putting that nutrient value inside and re-educating your body to know what foods to have. If you put goodness in, your body craves goodness. If you eat sugary foods, your body craves sugary foods. It's literally that simple. I'm just going to finish quickly on my story. So I've never had a weight problem at all. I've always been quite lean and tall. However, coming up 2 years ago, I had my appendix out and had an emergency operation. And I was off work for 4 weeks, couldn't exercise for 6, and I gained 2 stone in that time, which I think sometimes that feels worse if you're small, I think. I don't know, but I got to a place where I was really unhappy, really unconfident, just didn't like what I looked like in clothes that don't out of clothes. I was napping all the time because I was just knackered. I'd literally come home from work, nap for 2 hours, and then if I wanted to do anything in the evening, I'd only be able to do that if I had a little sleep. So I then struggled to sleep at night time. It's just this awful cycle. I actually thought it was normal to go to bed and have to listen to meditation music. I thought that was normal to get yourself to sleep. Whilst that's lovely and it's lovely to meditate, that shouldn't be my method of sleeping. So I use the capsules in terms of energy. I've now gained 14 hours of my life back a week. So when people say, how are you managing to do all this stuff? Well, I gained an extra 14 hours, so I've been able to build a successful business. I've also had amazing results with nail growth, so I used to wear acrylics every month, and now literally I just have my natural nails, which is fab. I know lots of girls that would love to obviously replace acrylics. So for me, you know, 2 stone weight loss, no acrylics, and feeling full of energy, full of beans. So I've never felt better since being on this product. I'm just going to leave you with a little quote before I pass you on to Dan. If you do not make time for healthy living now, then you had better make time for illness in the future. And I think it's really important that as a generation, we have a responsibility to kind of educate our youngers in good nutrition and the importance of health. So thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Harriet. I hope everyone took away some good information from that, because I know I always hear something different every time, even though I'm in the business. Just before we pass you on to Dan, who's going to speak about the business and the opportunity that we have, I'm just going to do a bit of recognition myself for someone that we all care about. It's our amazing upline, Romy. Yeah, I did tell obviously, because she is.
So sweet.
Romy has just hit NMD, which you'll hear about. It's like one of the pinnacle positions in the business. It's like incredibly hard to get to, and she's done it, but she's done it and smashed it completely. She's got an amazing team. Literally everyone that's in Bath and the surrounding areas are probably under Romy. She has a huge team and she looks after us all a lot. We all care about her. So I just want to say thank you and thank you for support. I'm going to pass you on to Dan to talk to you about the opportunity that we have, and I hope you all been inspired to do something. It's not just about the money. For me, the business, I've managed to come out of my shell. When I left dance school and I put on all the weight, I basically just went into this little like shell, was really unconfident, never really spoke to people, wore all my clothes obviously, because I didn't really want to see my skin. I just felt like a different person, and I've come out of my shell again, back to my normal Louise, and I feel amazing. And I've gained like amazing friends. I've met people that I probably never would have met, or like I'm in contact with people that I probably never would have been before, and I feel amazing. And we went to Marbella last year. I just joined, and Romy said, "Here's a ticket to Marbella. You're coming with us." And I thought, "Oh my god, I just joined. Like I don't even know anyone." But we took the plunge, my downline and I sewed, and we absolutely loved it. The minute we got back, our business just soared. We've both like grown as people. I've just hit SC, which is like massive for me. And yeah, I'm so excited for the future. I know exactly what I want, and I know when I want it by. And yeah, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that I'm going to get it, and I'm going to take my entire team. And I hope you all join. I'd love to see you all again, and I want you to feel like I do. So here's that.
Hi guys, I'm Dan. Senior Sales Coordinator in the business, been in it 15, coming into my 16th month. I'm going to talk to you about the business model and what it's done for me so far. Before I start, I just wanted to cover a couple of things. We are the fastest growing network marketing company in the UK now, which is amazing because 5 years ago we weren't, so we are now. So we're taking over. So this is the boring bits that I wanted to know when I first joined, because when I sat at the back of a room like you guys are right now with my arms crossed, probably sceptical as hell. I said to Alex, give me the facts right now before I waste my evening. So basically, is this a scam? No, it's a company run under the network marketing business model. We've been going for 42 years, e.g. longevity, and we've got another 42 years to go. So the Juice Plus product and business model have been going for 22 years. Prior to that, we were doing a different product, which was water filters, and we just moved into the health and wellbeing sector. We've turned over 10 billion and we're in 27 countries and counting, going into Dubai this autumn. Okay, so here's my cool little story. There's me on the left, as Niall probably recognises me from school, which we're school together. This is a Banksy image of follow your dreams with a massive cancelled sign over it. Okay, so this is something that probably you guys might be able to relate to, as like when you are a child growing up, you have ridiculous dreams. I remember my primary school teacher told me and my students in the class to draw a picture of ourselves, what we would be in the future, and all of our mates draw football players, rugby players, businessmen in suits, NBA basketball players, astronauts, and we all had massive dreams and goals, and we all went through the school system, and as we basically got smarter, aka the dreams knocked out of us by our parents, our associates. Everybody around us has told us, no, you can't do this, go get a safe, secure job, working for someone else for 45 hours a week, and then eventually retire on 40% of your income. That for me, sadly, did happen. I left school at the age of 16, and there I am with ridiculous, weird highlights in my hair. Making windows and doors of a mass scale for, ironically, rich people that I wanted to be like. But so I got exposed to these amazing houses like MTV Cribs, but I was the guy taking his shoes off in and out to try and sort of not get sawdust in the house. 9 years later, after my MVQ level 1, 2 and 3, very slow, steady pay rises increased that I begged my boss to have. I eventually got to £12 an hour. Got there. And since then, actually during this time, I had discovered this. So I had been told about what Juice Plus was, how it works, and the potential earnings within this business. So at that time, I was probably thinking about my vision board, my goals, and where I'm going to go with my Juice Plus business. At the point of like Christmas this year, my boss told me and all the other employees, they called a meeting and said, we're not allowing headphones whilst working anymore. And at that point, I knew I was out, simply because whilst I used to work, I used to listen of how to become successful in network marketing, and I thought if I can't earn while I learn, then there's no point in me being here. So I quit my job, went full-time with this, and basically 15 months later, here I am. So this is where it all began. This is actually the real message that got sent to me on Facebook from Tash, which is Roomy's best friend, saying, would I like to earn £1,000 a month part-time doing, sort of, it didn't say that on there, but promoting a health product on social media. I was sarcastic and said, is this a real message? I went to an event like this, and basically here I am now. So this is the hierarchical system of probably 99% of businesses in the UK. At the top of every structure, we have the CEO. He's the guy who founded the company, structured, and is the guy making all the money at the top. Below him, we've got the directors, the managers, and if this is a sort of superstore like Tesco's or Asda, they're the checkout guys and girls. They're the guys and girls at minimum wage at the bottom of what I like to call a pyramid scheme. Okay? Because the guy at the top makes all the money, and the people at the bottom are minimum wage. This is the structure of the Juice Plus company, aka network marketing. Okay, so everybody started at the bottom now. Everybody starts here, and everybody has an equal opportunity to get to the top, which is what I love. Okay, because when I worked in my 9-to-5 job, I worked my ass off, and I was trying to get promotions, and everybody was fighting for the same position. Everybody wanted to be the workshop manager, everybody wanted to be the store manager. Wherever you worked, it was a fight to get there. With this business, everybody's on equal playing field, and everybody helps each other to get to the top. So it's brilliant. Oh, what went on there?
No, that's right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is how it works. To become a distributor, which is the bottom position, is a £50 sign-up fee, and that is the only risk. Okay. So when I first heard about this, I thought, all right, it's £50 to buy yourself a Juice Plus franchise. With that, you get your license to sell a product and your own virtual office to process orders. The company invoice your clients for you and do all the sort of legwork and chase work for you. They invoice your customer monthly. All you do is process an order like you do on Amazon via the app. It takes 60 seconds and then press process. Boom, the customer gets their product delivered straight to their front door. You hold no stock, you haven't got a garage for the products. So all the investment is really, what I tell my team members, it's £82.50 if you buy the franchise and the shakes, or £112.50 if you buy the franchise and get on the products, which are the capsules. So that's the only sort of outgoing cost. To get to the first promotion with the company, you need 825 points, okay? So these products, the capsules are worth 200 points, and the shakes are worth 135. Most customers buy the shakes and capsules together. So that's 335 points per customer. So I tell all of my team members, 3 customers a month will get you your 825 points. So this is the first. So it's £300 plus your commission, and this is very doable in your first month. Do we have any SDDs
Should we get DDs up first?
in the room?
Get DDs up.
Sorry, any DDs in the room? Direct distributors.
Ellie? Where's Ellie?
Ellie?
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
She's live streaming.
Go on, all the DDs get up. Come on now. Seconds of why you get involved and where you go into it. Yeah?
Okay.
And you go first.
Oh, thanks.
Go on, go on.
So I joined the company because of Harriet's amazing post. She's so motivational. Actually, 9 months ago, Dan added me as a friend on Facebook, and I thought he was a stalker. And he messaged me saying, "Do you want to know?" He messaged me saying, "Do you want to know more about the product?" And I ignored him.
Good. No worries, Stan.
But actually, saw Harriet's post and I was like, you know what, I want to get involved. Not gonna lie, I wanted it more for the money. But actually, I've suffered with acne since I was about 12. And I was on Roaccutane, which is a really strong medicine that basically strips your skin. And you're left with like the last layers of your skin, and it's really, really bad for you. And it causes loads of other side effects. I came off of that with really good skin, and then 2 months later I had acne again. I've now been on this product for 3 weeks, and I don't have many spots. I do have some, but I don't have many, so...
Well done.
And also, Ellie won an incentive last month. Which is what
My name's Emma, I'm DD. I hit DD literally, paid Dan 50 quid, or paid the company 50 quid. Within 11 days, I'd hit that 825. Couldn't quite believe it. Again, I started on the products because I work full time. I'm an intensive care nurse here in Bath. I was really, really tired a lot of the time. Like Harriet, I was napping all the time. And I just started on product just because I was getting to know people in Holland and Barrett on a one-to-one basis. So started on product for kind of an energy boost. By the time I joined the business, within 4 weeks, I was off vitamin B12. I was just taking Juice Plus, and it's given me so much more energy. Literally, my body is just feels so much better for it. So it is completely doable to do this business, be on product, not kind of change your lifestyle or anything. You can still eat healthily and all the rest of it. And I've got my body now exactly where I want it to be to start IVF in August.
Awesome.
I'm Gemma. I've been in the business 4 months now, I think. Yeah. Thanks. Hit my first promotion in the first month, and I originally started because of the money. Basically, I wanted an extra £100 a month just to help with extra things I wanted to purchase. And then got on the product and realised how good the product was and how much I wanted to share it with others. Way more energy. I'm using it to help me out in the gym as well. I used to go really faint and lightheaded, and my blood pressure used to drop. Now I don't get any of that. I have a shake before I go to the gym. I'm on my premium capsules, and that for me, seeing all the benefits, I really want to help other people. And today I've launched my GMX Nutrition, which is helping mainly motocross athletes, but also any other sort of sports athletes as well. Been working really hard and teaching myself the ins and outs of nutrition, so hopefully everyone will be able to message me and got any information.
Hi guys, my name's Jodie. I joined the business probably 4 weeks ago. Within the first 2 weeks I hit DD. I basically started on the shakes because I had my little girl 3 months ago. So I lost a stone in 4 weeks, and I was absolutely then obviously I seen how much it was helping me, and being a mum I wanted to help others and benefit their lives too. And I knew I could get paid for it, and being at home and being a full-time mum when my partner works full-time, earning that extra bit of cash helps me out loads. Me and my friend are taking my kids away on holiday at the end of the month, and you know, just that little bit extra, and I know that I'm helping people just like it's helped me, is amazing, and I wouldn't do anything else.
Okay, so the next position is Senior Direct Distributor. This is like the pinnacle position in terms of mini promotions. Who's an SCD who wants to come and chat? No one.
Absolutely
Come on,
not.
man.
Come on, it's got to be.
Come on,
Just
There's a brand new SCD right there, mate.
where?
You.
Oh. 6 seconds. guys.
Try and stand up, stand up. Already said we've got no time. Ladies first. Yeah, go for it.
My name's Lila. I've hit SDD about 2 months ago. Originally, I got into the business for 2 reasons. One is because I'm so driven, and at work I'm absolutely sick to death of people deciding when I get promoted. I'm sick of it. So this business, you are in complete control of that. You decide when you want to progress, and you decide when you want to hit your promotion, you decide when you get those bonuses, it's all down to you. Second reason was we learned about what the hell residual income was and how amazing it is, and yeah, that's what I want. That's what I earning while you sleep. Yeah, that was the main reason business-wise. In terms of products, well, I was napping like Harriet. I would nap. Well, I do 5 AM start, so I would nap at 11 on my break. I would miss my whole lunch break because I'd be asleep. I'd have a quick coffee, get back to work, get home, sleep, and then get up, probably eat some crap because I'm knackered, and then go to bed and not sleep. And then do that all over again. And I was just like missing out about, 20 hours of my week. So I've got that back, and the amount of things I'm doing now is absolutely incredible. For me, it's energy. And nails and hair.
That's what I'm doing for.
Oh, we're doing it together.
Yeah.
Right, hi, I'm Lyndon, everybody. How are you? Right, the reason I got into the business, I got peer pressured into it by her. We were in Thailand and Dan contacted her. Yeah, stop. I said it's a pyramid scheme. I was a massive skeptic, and I normally am. I got into the business, not for any reason but a challenge, because I've got a barber shop and I'm always in work constantly. So I've reached my pinnacle point in my shop, so now I just need a new challenge and something to sort of push myself to go towards. And that's what I'm doing with the business. But the product wise, I wasn't really getting on it, obviously, because I was getting into the business, I wanted to take the product. I never used to really sleep, so I'd always be awake. Now, my energy levels, obviously in work, I'm sitting on my feet all day, I'll be like, just knackered by the end of the day. Now, my energy levels, I'm about 5:30, out the door by 6, in the gym by 7. Out the gym by 7:30, no, 8:30. That's not good math. Out the gym by 8:30, in work, finish work 5:30, or sometimes 8, 8:30, 9 in the night. And then I go home, drive our home, and then cook food. Yeah, well, when I drive to our home, and then like cook, clean, well, she does most of it, and then work. And honest to God, I couldn't think of anything better to do. At home, I would sit and watch TV. We don't watch TV. I would be the Marbella. So yeah, I don't watch TV. It's negative. So stay away from TV. Yeah, but energy levels through the roof. I think my bald patch is growing back as well. I'm hoping so. I can't see it, can I?
I'll have two of them.
Yeah, straight away.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I first came across the product because I met my upline Lou, and she has the most amazing, long, healthy hair. And I'd cut my hair off to here, and it was just staying there, it wouldn't grow. So I got on the capsules, and my hair grew about 7 inches in 7 months. It's a mess now because I washed it like half an hour ago. I should have thought about this. It's much longer than it was before. I went to a meeting with Romy just to find out about how I can use the shakes to gain weight because I'm naturally really slim. And I came away from that meeting with a flight to Marbella, a ticket to the retreat last year, and I went a week later. So obviously I joined the business. I've recently just quit the job I hate.
Yay!
I did fashion design and I was trying to get somewhere, and I just hate asking for holidays, doing the work of 3, all of that rubbish. So now I do a cute little part-time job, which I love going to every day, and until I can do this full time, so that I can never set an alarm, go on holiday every month. Just get some sun. Yeah, and I love it.
Hi, my name's Speed. I've been in the business since the middle of March. I first got into the business to lose some weight and to make some extra money. I ripped my Achilles tendon just over a year ago and ended up putting 2 stone weight on. Once I got fit again and sorted my Achilles tendon out, I started training. And that was about 6 months ago, but nothing seemed to shift the weight. I came across the product, got onto the product, and within 2 months, first 2 months, I ended up losing just under 2 stone, 12 kilos. I'm currently training to run an ultra marathon. It's boosted by my recovery time and my cardiovascular fitness.
What's an ultra marathon?
It's 100 kilometres
What?
in one go. Yeah, 62 miles. Next year I'm hoping to do John O'Groats in Land's End. You've got 10 days to do that. I've got to do 100 kilometres in
a day on feet.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do it in 12 to 16 hours. Yeah, the product itself has given me so much energy. I start work at 10 o'clock. Some mornings I get up at 6 o'clock, run 12 miles before I go and work an 8-hour day. And yeah, I hit my first promotion in first month and my second promotion in my second month.
Good work.
Okay, so This is where it starts getting interesting now. The next position is the sales coordinator. This is £900 plus commission. So in that month, you're probably looking at about £1,000. Do we have any sales coordinators in the room? We've got Louise.
So yeah, I've been in the business for 14 months now. I originally joined just because I wanted more friends, which is a bit sad. But I've literally made a massive network of people. I know it's nothing. But in the end, I actually learned also about the money side of it. And for me, I've worked full-time. I worked in Costa as a supervisor, earning 9p more than the other staff, but doing like 1,000,001 other things. And literally came away, I think it was about 800 and something a month, which is pathetic, really, for my age. And I don't really like talking about money, but I will say that I think it was May, I came away from this job, doing this part-time, just a couple of hours a night for my phone. I think I had £1,125 or something. For me, that was like, that completely changed everything. Like, covered all my bills for 2 months, my rent. I still managed to treat myself and still had money spare. Like, that was incredible for me. I do work as a manager somewhere else, but I chose to do that because I don't feel trapped in a job anymore, because I have this as like a, not as a backup because this is my first option, but I don't feel trapped in jobs now because I know I've got this, so I can fall back on it. So I literally am loving life right now. It's amazing.
So I actually got involved in the business because I thought I could earn like £100, £200 a month of like guilt-free shopping, just to be able to not worry about like the extra things. I had no intention of making this any kind of career. I started this at the same time that I started my teacher training, which, you know, I've been to university for 4 years for, so I had every intention of having a really long, successful career in teaching. And I put it on my 5-year plan that I would be head of department. After being in the business 15, 16 months alongside Dan, I take credit for his SSC just going to throw it out there. I actually joined under Dan. We started together and I've gone separate now, which is great. If you've got partners, you get double bonuses. Now I've got to the point where I've matched my full-time teacher's wage. So every month I get paid the same from this as I do from my full-time job. And for anyone that even knows anyone that works in teaching, you will know how stressful and life-consuming it is. And as much as I love my job in teaching, there are so many attributes and traits of teaching that I get from this job that I love. And now, so I'm going part-time as of September because I don't need the money.
Because you can.
Because I can. Thanks.
Okay, so the next position is senior sales coordinator. That's 1,800 plus commission. That's where I am. I am going to hold my hands up. I could have done it by Harriet and amazing team. So you know what? Like, it's not about me. It's about all the team. So well done, guys. So the next position, which is where I'm going for this month or next month, probably hopefully this month, we'll see. It's
Definitely this month. This month.
3,600 pound bonus, and then after that we've got a national marketing director, and this is what Romy's just hit, which is a £7,200 bonus plus your commission. So I'm going to get Romy at the end, if that's all right, to finish off the meeting. So this was the structure of the company before Facebook was invented, and this is how everybody rose to the top. And the company, since Facebook's been invented and we've been online, there was thousands of LMDs roaming around England, and everyone's like, I've made it to the top, what's next? So the company actually invented 3 more positions. They invented International Marketing Director, which is 14,000, Executive Marketing Director, 21,000, and PMD at £28,000 bonus plus your commission. So the average PMD in that month gets about 40 grand. And in total, we have
Black screen.
£78,000 worth of bonuses collected on the way. So when I came along and I was a broke couple just at the back of a room, I said to myself, because I didn't know about this, I said, right, if I can get to the top, I can get 78 grand worth of bonuses, and I can go away and I can set up my own carpentry company, and I can be the CEO of that company. And I was like, yes, I can do that. Well, now I've learned about how this works and how residual income works. I will never set that carpentry company up because it's not worth it. This is the way now for me. I love this business. So that's the business structure. How do we achieve the presidential marketing director position? Okay, so you join this business, pay £50 to get involved. You go away tonight and you say, So 2 of your friends, basically they want to look good, feel good, make a bit of money, and are on Facebook. And then your 2 friends agree that this is a good idea, and they say, cool, let's do it together, and you've got a team of 3 people. Those 2 friends then go and tell 2 each, and you have 4. 4 tell 2, 8, 8 tell 2, 16, and 16 tell 2. You've got 32 people in your team, and you only need 2, okay? So it's all word of mouth, and it spreads, like Romy's team has. But when I joined, I signed up, and Alex, my mentor, said to me, you're better than 2, go and get 5, and teach those 5 to get 5, which is 25. 25 get 5, 125, 125 get 5, 625, and then eventually you've got 3,125 people all in your team, and you only knew 5 people to start with. And that's the bit that excited me, because like you start off with just, I've basically explained it, you start off with 5 people, and you can literally, with the work nation to join your business, and that's what I love, the leadership. It's not, there's no bosses in this, it's a whole group of people with like-minded, ambitious work ethic, just going towards it together. I just made that bit up. Whatever. So the difference between you, the difference between 3,125 people and 32 people in your team, you only asked 3 more initially, okay? So here's the points. The capsules are worth 200, the shakes are 135, the suits are 122. I've never sold any of these, shout out there. And we've got the boosters at 80, and we've got the chewables. And the chewables, there's none on there, but they are basically the sweetie form of the capsules. So basically it's a way of getting the fruits and vegetables into kids, basically. It was amazing because no kids eat broccoli and all the fruits and veg. So this is how you get to the Senior Direct Distributor promotion. You join, you get your 825 points like we spoke about earlier. You tell 3 of your friends to join the team also. They do 825. You accumulate all of their points, which is 3,300 points. To get to the SDD position, you need 3,250, so you clear the promotion by 50 points. For that, you get £300 plus your commission, so you're looking at about £400 or £500 check in 1 calendar month, and all you did was sell 3 products, aka gold plans, and tell 3 of your friends to do the same. So this is how it works. You're on your phone, scroll on Facebook, not getting paid for it. You join the business, you scroll on Facebook, get paid for it. You tell your Facebook friends about the products, and you then find a customer. You find someone that wants to shape up and change their health. You then process the order online. You tell the Juice Plus company that Harriet wants to buy the shakes. The company will then ship directly to Harriet's front door, and the company pay you directly to your bank account on the 10th of every single month. Okay, that's how it works. It's that simple. So, this is the bit where I get a bit emotional. This is me before I joined the business. I was depressed, unfulfilled, unhappy. I was a poor carpenter with poor carpenter friends, broke and living paycheck to paycheck. And that was what I settled for when I left school at age 16. I was happy to be a retired carpenter at age 60, I would never own a Lamborghini, basically. I was happy that was the way it was going to be. Since I've worked this business, I'm now happy, healthy, and on a mission. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm a professional network marketer. That's one that is a bit strange to say because I haven't got a qualification. You just simply make a decision that you want to go pro, and you can go out there and learn all of the resources necessary to become a professional network marketer. So it's all out for free, guys. It's on YouTube, there's books, it's all learnable. I'm a life enthusiast with massive ambition and a burning desire for success. So it's simply a different shift in your mindset. If you wish to do this opportunity, you can literally go away, find your upline, and create a 90-day game plan where we say, right, you're a distributor, how can we get you to sales coordinate within 90 days? And you map out each strategies with your team, and you just go and make it happen, and it's all down to you. So, what's this business done for me, Harriet and Team XXY? We've been all over the country, Birmingham, Bournemouth, Bolton, 90-day game plan. There's me and John, the top earner in Bolton. And this is us last year. We need to update this in Marbella with the crew. A lot's changed since then, but there's John there in the middle with the red hat. I need to update that, and that was us in Birmingham with the team. Okay, so Oh, that's
No,
visible.
no.
Okay, this is visible. Okay, that's not. So basically, what I'm saying is, you guys, £50 to get involved. It's completely up to you. The difference between this and any other business that you have the power to make it happen, and you can work this business completely how you want. We do have a blueprint, so you can follow the system that we have set, but there's no rules and regulations. You can do it on Instagram, Twitter. You can do it offline. You don't have to be online, and it's all down to you. So, before I hand over to Roman, which isn't Usher's, I'm just going to say to you, this is a quote that Jim Rohn told me: the same wind blows on us all. So basically, everybody is going through life together. But the difference in arrival between 1 year, 3 years, 5 years time from now is down to you, which is the set of your sail, aka your mindset. So if you are willing to change your life in the next 5 years, this is a vehicle in which you can do so. Cool. That's
Hey guys, I usually wear heels, so I'm usually a lot taller than this.
Oh.
Okay, so I don't know if I've met, literally there's quite a few new people in there, isn't there? So I'm Roman Eclipse, so I am 22. What?
Like, there's loads of people I don't know. I know everyone. Why don't I know you?
I didn't mean it. I meant like there's really good, there's new loads of people. But anyway, okay. So I am 22 years old and I've just gone energy. Whoop! It's amazing. I basically got involved, just so everyone knows. I got involved because my dad's been in the business for 26 years now. I've been on the product my whole life, the capsules, the chewies. Growing up with my brothers and sisters, we've all been on the product. I got to, like Harriet said, when I got to about 14, I stopped taking the product. I got into a relationship, I started studying, and I basically was in town all the time. Like, basically, the cheapest food in town is really, really fatty. So I was studying, eating really bad foods. I used to eat like double the portion because I live with a man. I became really, really anemic, so I was like on 4 different medications for that. I basically became this person I really, really didn't like. I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, like what's happened? I was like verging on size 16. I cut my hair off, so I was like crying every day about that. My skin was like awful. I was really unconfident, and I just became this person I didn't like. And then went to university in Bath and started studying for fashion, where like I loved fashion. You know those, like, do you have a favourite shop where you just like, oh my god, I love this, I just want to know how to make it, I just want to be this fashion designer. And to me, that was like such a huge dream. And in my head, I imagined a fashion designer was very glamorous and like you got paid loads of money, you got to wear these beautiful clothes, heels every day. And sadly, it really wasn't like that. It was a lot of work. I usually wear heels now, but I used to wear flip-flops like every day. I used to be the person that literally sat behind a sewing machine with that back sewing clothes, and I ended up hating it. And I went through that degree, went into £36,000 worth of debt to realise that I actually really, really hated it, and I didn't want to be the person making the clothes, I wanted to be the person wearing the clothes. So that was really, really hard. I came out of there thinking, like, what am I going to do? I went into, before I finished my degree, I started working part-time in Topshop, just as a, till girl. When I finished that, they took me on for a few more hours, they made me supervisor. They didn't give me a pay rise. They made me close and open the shop, train up people, I didn't get any more pay for that. I just did it because it's my job, it's how it was. And then I started thinking about going and doing a career, and to basically get anywhere in fashion, you have to go into London. There's no way of doing it here, there's no opportunity. You have to go into London, you have to intern for at least 5 years, unpaid, and then go to a job where you're literally paid rubbish to be like trampled all over by people who think they're better than you. And I wasn't about that. I'm always about helping people, watching people succeed, and it was just like not what I want to do. So then half the other story, this is by the way while I was really big, unhappy, looking at myself in the mirror like, what the hell has happened to you? So my dad, I never really knew what my dad did. My mum and dad broke up while I was quite young, and I was always a mummy's girl. I never really took the time to kind of like understand what my dad did. When we met each other like once a month, like he'd be like, yeah, you having a good time in school, and I'm like, Dad, I'm in uni. It's a little weird, I didn't know. So it was all a bit weird, like I didn't really know my dad. He then was like to me when I turned 18, when I first started my degree, will you come and sit in a meeting and like fill a seat for me? And I was like, no Dad, I don't care. I thought he was a doctor, which is really ironic because he used to walk all these pills all the time. Yeah, it was weird. But I was like, no Dad, I'm not interested, I'm trying to get a degree, like I really want to get this, I want my dream job. So he continued to try and pester me about it for like 2 years, and it took 2 years for him to at least just get me in a meeting, and it was this very room, and I sat right at the back where Alana is right now, and I sat there on my phone, on Facebook, waiting to go into my shift in Topshop, thinking, when is this going to end?
In that meeting, I met a woman and a man who was Emma Snedden and John Holawati, who, if you're in the business, you probably know who they are. John Holawati is the guy that Dan said, the red hat on. He's just gone, well not just, last year he became a self-made millionaire through his business, and this was way before that. And I remember looking at him, stood here, he was wearing flip-flops, really, really minging t-shirt, and his hair was all greasy. And I remember thinking, like, how is this guy a doctor? Like, what the hell? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why is this guy ain't a doctor? Like, he's too young, he's got greasy hair, and he just don't care. So anyway, he went through the business structure. He then added me on Facebook that night, because I was like, what, he's a weirdo. I accepted him anyway, because he worked with my dad. I thought I'd be, like, polite. I accepted him, and then he posted a photo of him and my dad, and this girl called Katie Ravey. So anyone that doesn't know her, she's, like, a really young girl with massive tits and blonde, long hair. And she's dead young, and I just thought, why is my dad hanging around with young blondes? Like, this is really strange, like, all this stuff is happening. Anyway, you know when you're stalking on Facebook and you like come across loads of really old random stuff? She posted a video of how she had got to QNMD, which is the position below me now, and it was the video was basically about how she changed her life, how she had bought her own property, how she had bought the car of her dreams, how she had retired her brother, how she had helped all these people. And I just like, in that like 3-minute video, I was like, oh my God, if she can do it, I can do it. Like I had no idea. And that's why these events are so crucial, because you can come here and see someone that would just really, really inspire you. So that's what it took for my dad, just a 3-minute video that he had to show me after 2 years of like trying so hard. But anyway, I got involved, hit STD in my first month. I then quit my job. I hated it. I was like, yeah, here's my notice, goodbye. I was so happy that day. And then ever since then, I've just like worked with people, and I think it's like my biggest want in now is just to help other girls, just like me and guys, obviously, but like to make girls feel beautiful, make them want, like get what they want, and make them feel worth. Because I didn't feel worth, like I didn't know my self-worth, and now I just want every girl out there to feel self-worth. So like a little bit about what this business has done for me in terms of like financial. Like I'm never ever going to work a shift again in my life. I have bought my dream car, which was previous to this I couldn't drive, so I paid for all my driving lessons, I paid for my exam, and then I bought my first car, which is an Audi TT. I then bought, I paid a year up front rent on a luxury apartment in Bath, which literally was like my dream was to live on my own, and I've done that. It's a 2-bedroom, beautiful house, so I like go home every day and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. And then one of my biggest dreams was to get my boobs done. Sorry, girl. And I've just had my first consultation to do that. So, like for me, this is not just giving me financial things like that, but it's giving me like the opportunity to better me, to make me more confident as a woman. And I know now that like this has been the most amazing personal development journey for me. That I'm like the best I can physically be, and I want other girls to feel that. So that is all down to you guys. Like, so thank you. But I've got a bit of recognition to do as well. When you get to what was I say? SSC, so at Dan's level, you get paid expenses. Did you say that? Yeah. So Dan just said, as you get to SSC, you get paid expenses, and as you go up, they get a bit more and more. I've just hit NMD, so I think my expenses are like 1,800 a month, regardless whether I do anything or not. And I think it's really, really important to give back to your team, like Harriet did earlier. So can I just get these 3 people up who, at the beginning of last year, like a year ago now, when we were in Marbella, we set incentives for who was going to be a certain position for the Marbs this year. And these people, can you just come on up because you won? So Harriet, Dan and Lou, come on up. So there was cash incentives, and this comes out of my own pocket to say thank you for my team. So Harriet, you went SC.
Oh, yay.
Louise, you went SC. And Dan, you went SSC.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, I just think now just like time to like basically get you guys all up there, and like there's no reason. It's like Dan and Harriet and Louise said, it's like just a decision to make it happen. So if you want it, come and get it. Yeah. Hand back over to Lou. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you all so much for coming and like taking the time out this evening. We do appreciate it, and I really hope that you all took away something from the evening, whether it was about the project or about business. I would shake the person's hand who brought you here tonight, because this potentially could be the thing that completely transforms your life, like it has mine. Like I said earlier, it's not just about the money, it is so much more than that, and I hope you've seen it. First of all, we get to travel the world. Like, when else do you get to just party in Marbella? Literally, with work. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. And if you need any more information, we're going to be mingling around. Just ask any questions you need. Just give anyone a shout, or just speak to the person that brought you along. Okay, and hopefully see you soon.